welcome to the Serenity Solutions podcast number 40. All right, so today I am going to do a spontaneous podcast up super early, 1:30 a.m. this morning, and I don't mean just get up to use the washroom, I mean get up, start my day, start working. Went to bed nice and early last night, so once that 6-hour mark hits, I'm like, gotta get up. But it's gonna be a tough one today. It is my cat's birthday, my younger cat's birthday. She's 9 today. Happy birthday, Bally. She doesn't seem to be feeling good, so I need to keep that under control, but hopefully she'll be all right. So I'm going to talk today about finding the right one, and whether that's love or it's a love for a new company, a new business, a new sport, a new hobby, whatever it is. I think that it's so important to find the right one, and it's so powerful and magical when you do find the right one. And just doing some comparisons between finding the right one in love and then finding the right one in business and aligning with a company, which I feel very, it's happening for me right now. So it's just, I'm very aligned, and it's so powerful. And I just want to share that and just kind of get creative with it, and maybe it'll spark some interest in you as well. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about Mel Robbins' Let Them Theory book and how much it's helped me. I'm going to do a mindfulness practice, maybe a happiness journal, and then do some stress less cards, manifestation quotes, and then close it off with a numerology reading. If you've been listening lately, you probably know that I often do those numerology card pulls at the end, which I love for myself, but I also love to share them because I know other people benefit from them. And if you're listening to this podcast, you'll likely benefit from that because it's likely meant for you as well. All right, so happy Monday morning to you. And so I want to talk about how I feel totally aligned right now and the signs and synchronicities that you see when that happens. So for me, I see angel numbers constantly. I see initials. I see a feeling of home. I'm home. I have a feeling that I'm just natural. I can be myself, authentic, which is amazing. And that's something that's very important to me. I don't do fake. I can't handle fake people, fake things. And so when something really aligns with me, I can feel that authenticity, and I'm able to share that, and the energy is different, whether it's in love or in love with your company, your business, your friends, your life, a place, whatever it is. It doesn't always have to be romantic love. Even, people around Valentine's Day always worry about that. You don't have to have that romantic love. It can be love for passion, for a passion hobby, a passion project, anything, a friend, your life, your hobbies. So, just that feeling you get when you know it is the right one, though, is so cool and powerful. So yeah, seeing those angel numbers, seeing different symbols, like I was seeing, tree frog a lot in the summer, and that's like transformation, change, dragonflies everywhere, same kind of thing. I do see snakes sometimes, which is also like shedding your skin, transformation. I met a horse named Cookie. Actually, I met a dog named Cookie yesterday too. But a horse named Cookie yesterday, after buying this little figurine that I was manifesting horses one day when I grew up. I'd like some land with some horses and a view of the water and mountains and all these things. But this exact horse that I bought as a figurine ended up coming to fruition in my real life when I met an amazing lady in the forest and started talking to her. And then an owl came and we were all, just her and I and my dog were watching this owl. And then anybody that walked by got to see the owl too. But like we hung out with that owl for 3 hours. And it was a day where I just needed to get off screens and do my own thing. And so I had the time and I made the time to just hang out with this owl and this lovely woman. And then drove her home because it was getting dark. And I was worried about her going through the forest because there was a bear in the vicinity I had seen the day before from a distance. And then it was confirmed that there was a bear and other people saw it. So I didn't want her walking through that stretch alone. And so I drove her home, and then I just so happened to meet this horse that looked just like my figurine. And I'm like, okay, so I manifested that. That's cool. I love that. So manifesting and being able to manifest things is a gift for sure. And something that helps with that is gratitude, being grateful for what you already have, and then calling what you want in. And so that's something I've been doing with this business as well. But not only with this business, but I started doing it a few years ago more so. I probably have always done a bit of manifestation, but more so a few years ago. And then even more so maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. And then I just become more natural at it. And so when I see those manifestations come to fruition, it's so cool because I'm just very mindful and I'm like, oh, interesting. I asked for that yesterday. For an example, I was wondering where my package was this weekend. I'm like, I'd really like to try that. Pro Mix. I got this Pro Mix protein powder and Pro Mix. They're called Puff Bars and they're gluten-free, vegan products with limited ingredients, which is really good when you have allergies and sensitivities and stuff like that. So I was waiting. I'm like, where are they? And then I'm like, they should be here by now. So I actually checked my email and looked up the company because it's new to me. And then it said it hadn't left yet. And I'm like, well, that's weird, but okay. It's in the States. We've got this postal strike going on. And then I go up to my car and check the front door, and there it is. So that's an example of, me thinking, where is it? I want it. I want to try it. I want to see what it's like. And then it's showing up literally on my doorstep that same afternoon when I went out in the car. So that's just an example, but these things happen to me all the time where I'm thinking of something. I'm like, oh, that person, I haven't seen that person for a while. Or that person, I feel their energy right now, and then I'll go online and they'll be right there online with me. So that's kind of cool too. Some things happen like this, I think, for me especially. I can't say for others, but I think that when you lose someone so special to you and you connect with the other side and the spiritual world, you can connect easier and manifest things easier when you're channeling that special person and spiritual guides and psychic abilities, all the things. I think that it's a lot easier to manifest things when you have those special people there. And talk to them as well. And in the summer I had kind of an awakening. I don't want to say kind of, because it definitely was an awakening when I was going through a really stressful time and not sleeping much, and it seemed like maybe kind of delusional, but it wasn't. It's just I was awake so much that I actually experienced some cool things. Um, and I do think it's important to tackle the sleep and start sleeping more. But sometimes if I go to bed earlier in the night, like 7 something or 8, I don't know what time. I think that's around what time I went to bed, was after 8 sometime last night. And so then getting up at 1:30 isn't so bad because I still got, 5 to 6 hours of sleep, which I generally, that's the most that I get. The odd day it's like 8, but that's like really occasional that I get 8 hours of sleep. And it's like, whoa, what did I do right last night? And last night I did yoga to help me. I take supplements that help me. Ashwagandha, the calming supplement, and helps with sleep. Magnesium biglycinate, whole bunch of things. But sometimes I'm just like raring to go. I wake up, I'm ready to go. I have energy. I actually have been off caffeine for 2 months, and I have like more energy than ever. But I actually just reintroduced matcha back in this weekend. Just the last couple of days I've taken it, and I've still been able to get to sleep, so I'm fine that way. I'll just have to monitor whether it affects, I just have to drink it really early in the morning, but I'll see if it affects me waking up in the night and stuff, because sometimes that can happen. But I also started a new probiotic this week, so that could be changing things as well. And I'm changing my diet again because I found out in recent food testing that I'm sensitive to eggs. I'm really elevated with eggs and wheat and coffee, which I don't drink anyways, and pork, peanuts. So like, I don't mind the coffee thing, but I do have to, I've taken pork out for the most part since mid-August. But like eggs is going to be tough, because not just like physical eggs that you eat, make for breakfast on the weekend or whatever, but like it's in a lot of good like baked goods or bars or like sauces. Same with wheat, it's in like little chocolate bars even, and sauces. And I had something on the weekend that was rice and veggies, but then the teriyaki sauce had the wheat in it, and I did react to it. So just got to be really careful. And I think when stress happens, it exacerbates things and makes those allergens and your sensitivities worse. And obviously your sleep, everything gets affected. And unfortunately that compounds into health issues with your whole body, your weight, your heart, your overall physical health. So, and your mental health, of course. So, I'm trailing off a little bit here, but it's all related because of the sleep and the awakening thing. And that was what was happening. I was awake so much that I was experiencing some cool things. But then, of course, I have to stop experiencing those things and get back to sleeping normally. It's not unusual for me to get up between 2:30 and 5:30 every fall, though. It happens usually from September to December, till Christmas holidays. And then I'll start pushing the alarm and won't want to get up anymore. So it's a cycle I tend to go through. But this year it started early, started in August instead. So maybe by November I'll be ready to start sleeping more. Anyways, it is really important. It does affect your health, your eating, your cortisol levels when you don't sleep, and it's not a joke, because it can affect your heart rate, and it can affect like everything. So, sleep is the foundation to health. So I've done many studies on sleep. I've done papers on sleep. Over the years, it's always been an issue in our family. We don't sleep well. We're pretty on alert, and I've got some animals that are very similar. My dog is kind of on alert as well, although lately he's like, come on, just go to bed. And he puts himself to bed, and he doesn't love when I get up in the night. It sometimes is him waking me up a couple times a night in the fall. But lately it has been like last night, this morning it was him waking me up at 1:30, but then I just wasn't able to go back to sleep. So maybe I was moving around and that woke him up, but it's just the energy levels, the alignment that I'm feeling. I'm excited about things. And when you look at whether you found the right one when it's a person, it's like comfort level, being able to be authentic, being able to share your values and talk about really, anything basically, and being able to argue, but come to agreement and not have it be the end of the world, and just sharing those dreams and being able to support each other with those dreams as well, having that friendship as well as romantic side of things. And with Amari, so I said Amari, that's a slip, because that's the last company I was with and still use their products. Since last summer, I've been using Happy Jew, it's called. So I love that product and I still take it, and it's tasty and it makes me drink more water. It helps with mental health. It's calming. Prior to that, I did Arbonne, and that was my first network marketing company, and love Arbonne products as well. But this company that I'm with now, the Olive Tree people, is just, it's meant to be. It's the one. And I feel I have this inner knowing that it's just for me. It's connected with the trees, which I absolutely love trees. I went for a walk this week and was videotaping all the trees in the background at the arena, and it was so cool. But like, I love being in the forest. I love trees. I hug trees sometimes. It's like so grounding. And I just love like trees on shirts and mugs and stuff like that. And I wish that there weren't so many being taken down right now for building houses, because they're so beautiful. And I love animals, and animals are in the forest, and animals are connected to trees and nature. And so, this company, the Olive Tree people, the products are absolutely amazing, and they're made from the olive tree leaf extract. And hydroxytyrosol is the most potent antioxidant in the world, and it's so helpful for immunity. So like, being in schools, I'm exposed to so many germs, and I'm doing really well with fighting those viruses that are going around. So that's amazing. And also my skin's glowing and healthy, and eyesight even is a bit improved as well. And just like inflammation, it's amazing. The crazy thing is, like, I love the skincare, absolutely love the skincare. It's like nothing I've ever tried. And the internals are amazing as well. But now they've just launched, like last weekend or something, around there, maybe the weekend before. But anyways, they've launched pet care products for dogs, which are my absolute favorite thing in the world, and horses. So horses with thrush, dogs with yeasty ears, yeasty paws, which I have one of those that does get affected by yeast, and like ear infections and immunity. And if they release products that are going to help my pets live longer, I'm going to marry this company, because like, the way that I'm seeing results and look younger and feel younger and have this energy and have this immunity, if they are creating that for our pets, that is absolutely amazing, to be able to give our pets more time with us, right? Because that's one really hard thing about pets. They like are amazing for their whole lives, and then that's that heartbreak at the end, that they don't live as long as us. And I just want to be able to extend their lives as much as possible. That's my number one goal in life, is to to make my pets have longer lives and good quality lives. So that is amazing. And I'm just like, whoa, I didn't know that this was happening. And then also they're releasing stress gummies, like wellness products that help with your stress, your focus, and your sleep, which I'm like, hello, I need that right now. Help me. So those wellness products and the pet care products are being released in 2026. I'm not sure when, but we also just released a new makeup line that is not really makeup. So it treats your skin at the same time. It's the kind that, like, if you don't wash your face that night, it's not going to be a big deal because it's treating your skin and giving you that glow without a bunch of chemicals. So the amazing thing, the other reason I'm aligned with this company is because, like, I cannot handle scents like perfumes and stuff, and they're hormone disruptors, like scented candles, scented laundry detergent, scented anything that has those chemicals in it, hairspray. Like, I'm so sensitive to that stuff, especially as I get older, but I have been for a while because I avoid them. And so once you avoid something like that, it's even harder to handle them, like even in small doses. So the fact that these products are pure from the olive tree leaves, the hydroxytyrosol is pure, and it's allowing those olive trees to live for 4,000 years, like that's crazy. And so that is another thing I align with, is like improving my hormones, improving my overall health, not just looking better, but feeling better. It's just crazy. I'm surrounded with plants in my living room right now. I love plants and animals. So that is all, some of the reasons I'm aligning. My family and friends around me are all loving the products too. And that's not something I've experienced in the past. So, it's just amazing how people are like wanting these items. It's not like you have to reach out and ask people. It's, I want to try that. What are you doing with your skin? What are you taking? How are you doing that? Like, why is it helping you so much? People are curious, and that's so cool too. And even the name, like, we have a few names, Olive Tree People, Oliveda and OTP. And I really like that part too. I like all three of those names. I think the Olive Tree People is my favorite because it is including that tree, and just reminds me of being grounded in nature. There's also these meditations online on the website because our founder has these meditations connecting to the olive trees that you can actually listen to them. So that is amazing too. And they just had a convention in LA and brought a bunch of olive trees and put them on the main street in LA. So that was so cool, to provide that nature, plants, right to the main street, which needs like greenery, right? More greenery, because downtowns and big cities, like, some of them have nice plants and fancy things, but I just miss the greenery when I'm in those kind of places. I prefer being in the wild, in the country, in the natural landscape, on the beaches, on the island here. It's a beautiful place, and I just want to keep those trees around as long as possible because we're not going to do very well without trees. And I love animals like bears, cougars, wolves, deer, rabbits, everything. So that leads me to the let them theory that's beside me here, because worrying about what people think stops a lot of people, and that's unfortunate because who really cares what people think? One of the things that I always remind myself of is they're not paying my bills, and so they don't get a say of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And so that might help you if you're considering doing something different in your life, where you think people will judge you. And to be honest, it's 2025, and if you go online, everybody's selling something, it seems, these days, and it's not unusual to buy things online. Like that. We're kind of there, guys. So it's not your old knocking door to door thing where you're feeling you have to pressure people and sell. It's like people want this stuff and they'll reach out to you. And so the Let Them Theory book has really helped me not only with that and mindset, but also with the people around me and my energies, the energies that I pick up, because I'm an empath, so I pick up other people's energies, and it's really tough sometimes to be around a lot of people because I can pick up like how Sally's feeling and how Joe's feeling and, family members, everything. I pick it all up. And I think my animals are all similar as well. So generally it's tough to do things, like be around a lot of people. I need that recharge time afterwards. So, so the back of Mel Robbins' book, Let Them Theory, says if you're struggling to achieve your goals or feel a little happier, the problem isn't you. The problem is the power you give to other people. In this book, you'll learn how 2 words, let them, can set you free. Free from the opinions, drama, and judgment of others. Free from the exhausting cycle of trying to manage everything and everyone around you. There is a better way to live. The Let Them Theory is a proven method that teaches you how to protect your time and energy and focus on what matters to you. You spent too long chasing approval, managing other people's happiness, and letting their opinions hold you back. Learn how to stop giving your power away and start creating a life where you come first, your dreams, your goals, your happiness. And Let Them is a simple tool that millions of people around the world can't stop talking about because it works. The fastest way to take control of your life is to stop trying to control other people and focus on what you can control, which is yourself. And then she says, by letting other people live their lives, you finally get to live yours. And I love that because I've already noticed I'm not quite finished, but I'm kind of just a little over halfway through that book. And it's already helping me so much, but I am wanting to take my time and read it when I can actually stay awake, because sometimes I read before bed and I'm gone after 2 pages. But I just wanted to note how, I know I've been talking about it a lot lately, but I wanted to note how helpful it really is in schools as well, when I'm picking up tons of energies from not only the kids, but the adults and the families. And I really do need that recharge time. I was talking to a friend yesterday about that. It's so important that I get that recharge time to be able to go and do it all over again. So it might help you too if you're in any of those kind of situations. I just want to read from my happiness journal. It's not very long, but maybe you can journal today. So write a happiness affirmation for yourself, one that is just for today, and remind yourself of it in your stressful moments. So that might be you are kind, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are smart, or you can do hard things, whatever it is. Share happiness, write down a compliment that you'd like to give someone today and make sure you give it to them. So it might be you are just amazing. You do so much for all these people, and actually share that with somebody today. And then the next part of this is commit to finding moments of happiness throughout your day. They don't need to be huge. Small moments have just as much impact. Describe 3 moments of happiness you experienced today. So that would be reflecting once the day's over. And then there's a little spot where you can, if you're not up for writing today, draw something, doodle, summon your inner joy. So this happiness journal is cute. I haven't used it too much, but I do when I can. And I think we don't need to do a mindfulness exercise today because I've gone a little bit over talking about love and passion, and that's one of the things that I'm interested in. So I'm not surprised that I went over when I'm talking about alignment. And I might skip the stress less cards too and just go to the manifestation quotes, because this is about aligning with something. And I'm running out of time here because my dog's starting to stretch and he's about to ring the bell. So the two quotes, just one sec. The two quotes are from the end, Spring New Beginnings. This is Pliny the Elder. And this is from Manifesting Your Dreams book. And then the next one is A Journey of 1,000 Miles Must Begin with a Single Step by Lao Tzu. Just one second. I just have to, oh dear. Okay, sorry. I found the pause button. I needed to let my dog out because when he decides to get up, he's ready to go. I wanted to share a couple more quotes, and then I'm going to do the manifestation exercise, the numerology poll. So wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Psalm 27:14. And then he who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. So we should say, people who have a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Frederick Nietzsche. Okay, so hopefully those are inspiring manifestation or manifest your dreams little quotes. I'm going to get my numerology deck out now. This is by Michelle Buchanan, and they're numerology guidance cards. And I'm just going to shuffle this and ask, what do we need right now? What do we need to know? What's happening for us? And this will likely align with you as well as me. It's meant for all of us that listen. So what do we need to know? What's happening? And I'm going to pick closer to the front today. Not at the front, but closer. Let's see. 14, moderation. Okay, I've received this card before, recently, but that might be a clue as to something that needs to happen. So let's see what it says. This card indicates a need to exercise restraint and self-control in every area of your life. Perhaps you are overeating, drinking too much alcohol, smoking, over-medicating, or taking drugs, overspending, exercising excessively, consuming too much sugar or coffee, gambling, or otherwise overindulging or engaging in obsessive or aggressive behavior. If so, this card serves as a gentle and loving reminder that behaviors such as these can delay the manifestation of your dreams. This card also indicates a need to balance your desire for freedom and adventure with your responsibilities, because by honoring your commitments, you will prevent the building up of karmic debt. By choosing to live as your higher self rather than giving in to your lower tendencies, you align with Source and the intentions of your soul. Everybody has a shadow side that needs to be acknowledged, embraced, and loved. But when you learn to rise above it, you can make your dreams come true. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to exercise temperance and moderation. Have the courage to seek professional or divine assistance if needed. You don't have to go it alone. You can call upon your heavenly helpers for inner strength and courage. And the affirmation is, with temperance and moderation, I create balance in my life. So I don't know if any of you needed that card, but I probably do need a reminder. And might be why I got up at 1:30 and started working for the day. So probably my spirit angels, most likely my father, is telling me to slow down and be careful and not overdo it. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that. I hope that you have an amazing week, amazing day, and that you are able to manifest your dreams. And remember that if you found the one, you likely do feel at home. And whether that's in romantic love, your passions, sports, hobbies, businesses, it all relates. Okay, stay calm, cool, serene, and I will see you next time. Have a good day, everybody.